Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello my lovely alerts and welcome back to the Narc Alert. Well, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday, and it is snowing here again, and I can say I'm well and truly over it. I think our clocks go forward this weekend, double check, but don't forget. So Amberlynn graced us with an upload this morning, and truly she's showing us that she's once again the queen of denial. And today's video was just chock-a-block full of entitlement and manipulation, so I thought let's have an old-fashioned Narc Alert look at Amberlynn's latest upload.
Hello, welcome to my new vlog. We're starting off with the saga from my last video. So I'm gonna get these. Guys, so I just finished It Ends With Us. Hello, so it's been some hours since we last spoke. I had a email from my dietitian. I don't know if you guys remember, but I said how she's going to be talking to the surgeon one-on-one kind of about me as a patient. And then she was going to call me and let me know what, they think the next step of action should be.
Hearing no is unacceptable to the nature of a narcissist. They are essentially programmed to pursue their wants at the cost of everyone around them, so their initial reaction to being told no will likely be an intense campaign to find out why.
I don't know, I'm kind of confused by it, but I actually got an email from her saying that the meeting between them was canceled because the weather here is really bad. So everyone at the weight loss clinic that I go to, I think, is being sent home because it's really scary weather right now. Hello, it is the next day and I'm about to just do a little bit of light makeup. So yeah, the weather last night, I'm worried about a lot of the people, especially in my city. It was bad. Obviously nothing bad happened to me and Feline, but a lot happened in my city. That's nervous laughter because I was so scared last night. Most of where I live lost power. It was just hard to fall asleep last night because all I could think about is the people affected, because
people with traits of NPD feel threatened whenever they encounter someone who appears to have something that they lack, even if it is not favorable but gains them attention. Many lost homes and businesses, but Amber lost sleep worrying about them.
There's such bigger issues in the world. So I started another book. I know a lot of you don't read and stuff, but I do want to sprinkle reading material throughout my vlogs.
Condescending to others is common for people with traits of NPD. The ability to look down on you makes malignant narcissists feel powerful and in control. Amber thinks because no one enjoys her book content, we do not read, and therefore she is more intelligent.
I started Off the Deep End by Lucinda Berry, and so far, so good. I am on page 15. I literally just started it this morning because I woke up just a little bit ago. It's 9:36 a.m. So far, I've just showered and read a little bit because it puts me in a good little headspace, you know?
Her life is so entitled and sad. She doesn't understand most people do not get up leisurely at 9 a.m. on a weekday and start the day by relaxing and reading, and then putting on makeup for no one to do nothing and talk about themselves into a phone all day. The mind reels.
You know? So today is Saturday, so regarding my dietitian, talking to my surgeon, that's probably not going to happen until next week. So I'm not going to get any more answers or anything till then. So I will make sure to keep you guys updated. I've had a lot of people tell me that I should see if I can get weight loss surgery with a different program, because some of you are actually, I'm not even going to say some of you, a lot of you are in my DMs telling me that this is the strangest thing they've ever heard, because weight loss surgery is supposed to help with binge eating.
Are you serious right now, bro?
A friend of mine, if you're watching, hi, said something that really, I was like, oh wow, that makes a lot of sense. She said it feels like, or seems like, having me wait a whole year is like telling a drug addict, I want you to be a whole year sober before you go into rehab.
No, once again, the queen of failed analogies strikes. It is more like a smoker being denied a new lung until they quit smoking, or an addict having to remain sober to be in a program. Weight loss surgery is not a cure for binge eating disorder.
You know, that was a really good metaphor, and I was like, yeah. It kind of does feel that way. I don't binge in the definition that they say, 3 times the amount of food you normally eat. I've never done that. And people are coming out of the woodwork saying how binging is you get so desperate you eat the condiments in your home. What? I've never done that. I only ever want to eat junk. And that's why I feel this is obviously my fault as well. I just don't feel like I binge. And I'm just starting to see it more clearly now, because I don't think I've ever wanted to look further deeper into, hey, is this binging or is this just a food addiction? You have to be honest with everything. And seeing the dietitian and seeing the psychologist, I was very, very upfront and honest. I have been diagnosed with binge eating in the past. I never wanted to take the time to do that. It was just so much easier to just be like, yeah, I binge. It was denial, it's just a lot easier to say that instead of no, what's really going on? I was just trying to fall onto something. And by doing that, I have actively ruined my future.
In my opinion, Amber decided BED was a great excuse to avoid responsibility for her health issues. Now that it will prevent her from the surgery, her tail has come back to bite her. She clearly has an issue beyond simple overeating that needs addressing, whether addiction or BED. She is beyond doing this herself.
I think this is a good example that you can't fall back on things. If you want to get help, you need to be very honest with, professionals, but with yourself.
In other words, lying and manipulating to get things done your way when you have no earthly idea how to do anything doesn't work.
Very, very honest. And I'm learning the hard way that living in delusional land and denial land gets you nowhere. And it's easy to sit there and be like, yeah, I eat a large quantity of food and I feel guilty afterwards. It sounds like binge eating. But realistically, I eat a large quantity of food because that's how I've been since I was a child. I just eat large portions and I feel guilty afterwards because I don't like being fat. So it's like, I don't know, there's such like it's not black and white. There's like this fine gray area, and it frustrates me because like weight loss surgery is just like continuously and constantly on my mind because I want it so bad. And it's like, should I go to another program? Because a lot of people are telling me
She
I should.
wanted her lies and manipulations to make her special, to allow her to skip the hard work required of her and go ahead with fast surgery. She has now been told twice she is not ready, and she will continue to weight loss surgery center shop until she finds someone to do this on her terms.
And it's like, I really trust in, you know, the people that I'm seeing now, but this is a very big change in my life that I want, that I need, and it's to save my life. And right now, I stay confused. I just stay confused because misdiagnosing someone, it does happen. It's a common thing.
Amber has a storied history of being much wiser than most medical professionals. It is a good thing, though, as she is misdiagnosed by virtually every doctor she sees. This couldn't be grandiosity and self-importance, could it?
That happens, obviously. I just went through the whole lung debacle where we thought it was one thing, the doctors thought it was one thing, turns out it was something else. And getting misdiagnosed is very common. I had uterine cancer, and I'm sure everyone who watches knows that. And I went to the doctor for the symptoms that I was having. I went to the ER, and I always left with the same diagnosis, a UTI.
Amber, who has admitted to never taking care of her feminine health, has never seen a gynecologist, blames all her UTI diagnoses as the reason she had cancer. She claims she was misdiagnosed for years while her cancer grew. This is so beyond the pale to health professionals that have gone above and beyond for her care. We will not entertain it here.
Common, because doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, they are not robots at all. So yeah, okay, I'm just back to rambling about weight loss surgery. Again, I swear that's not what these vlogs are gonna be. I just feel like I want to express myself a little bit more, and right now I'm just like, I'm very mad at myself because I feel like I exaggerated my food issues because I was in such denial that I exaggerated my food issues when I first started seeing a psychologist because I thoroughly believed.
Like others with traits of NPD, she needed to be special. She needed her disorder to be the worst of all. People with NPD don't have a bad day. They have the worst day anyone has ever had. You wouldn't understand. She used this logic with her therapist to describe her BED. Sadly, she didn't predict it would stop her from the next step in her get thin fast plan.
That I had binge eating. And it's like, the more I actually learn about it and the more I actually learn about myself, I don't binge. I don't binge. And I know a lot of the haters are like, you're just saying that so you can get weight loss surgery. Choosing me. I'm finally wanting to be healthier. I'm finally wanting to understand myself more and why I am the way I am. And it's like this whole time I've been so blind to that. Like,
is this not what her whole channel is built on?
Even towards the end of like seeing a psychologist, like there were several times where in my head I was like, there's no way that I have binge eating. And this was before I even wanted weight loss surgery. And it's like, I'm just more aware now that I don't binge at all. I overeat a lot. Yes, I do, because I have a bigger stomach someone my size has a bigger stomach.
She has a bigger stomach, or her body won't let go of the weight. It has little to do with her. If she fails, it is not her fault. If she succeeds, it's all her doing. Truly, the queen of denial.
So I overeat, and I obviously feel guilty about it. Like anyone who overeats who is at a higher weight is going to feel guilty about it. That's point blank.
Thank you so much for joining me on this, what here is a cold and snowy Friday night. I hope you have a great week and an even better weekend. If you liked the video, please click like and don't forget to subscribe or grab a membership to get into the Discord. You might want to check out the RedBubble Merch shop. We have some fun merchandise on there for you. And if you liked this video, check out this video right here. Have a wonderful evening. And until we meet again, be kind and hasta luego.